Hi there, girls who rock. I'm Megan, and this is Margie. Now, Margie is my special guest today because she is in a band called Grim Paddle, and she loves to write songs. Isn't that right? And I am inspired for today's songwriting activity by one of Margie's songs that she wrote called Just a Pinch. Margie, can you tell us what the lyrics are to the first couple of lines of your original song, Just a Pinch?
Just a pinch, not too much, not too little, just a bit, not a bunch, just in the middle.
It's a really good song. You should check them out. So in Margie's song, Just a Pinch, she has all of these phrases in the lyrics that have three words. Just a pinch, not too much, not too little, just a bit, not a bunch. Is that what's next? Not a bunch, just kind of a transitionary word, and in the middle. And I noticed that all of these three-word phrases kind of like match up a little bit and have some things in common. So we're going to do an activity today where we come up with some three-word phrases. We're going to call this three-word refrain that you can use in your songwriting lyrics. And there are all different ways that you can use them. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So let's start with a three-word phrase. We're going to use days go by. Sounds like something that you might hear in a song, days go by. And what we're going to do is one word at a time, we're going to change just one word in that phrase and try to make it still make sense. So now instead of days go by, we're going to replace the word days with a different word, and we're going to have something else go by. What do you think we could use instead of the word days?
Nights.
Nights. So we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to make it nights go by. So now we have days go by or nights go by. Now forget about the word nights for a minute, and now we're going to replace the middle word in our three-word phrase. So instead of days go by, we're going to have days flow by. So our other option for the word go is the word flow. Instead of days go by, we could also have days flow by. And finally, we're going to replace our third word. So instead of days go by, we're going to make it days go something else. Days go what?
On.
Days go on. Love it. So now we have 6 different words. We already have 2 different three-word phrases if you read them right across. We have days go by and nights flow on. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out we have 8 of them, 8 different combinations of 3 words that we can use from these 6 words. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's start with all the ones that could start with days. We have our top one that's already here, which is days go by, or days go on, days flow by. And what's our last possibility with days, Margie?
Days flow on.
Days flow on. And now we also have 4 that start with the word nights. So we've got nights go by, nights go on, nights flow by,
Flow on.
and nights flow on. So what do we do with this information now? You can look at all 8 of your 3-word phrases and think, I really like nights flow on. I'm going to use that as the refrain to my song, and I'm going to repeat it over and over again, and I'm going to find other things to go with it. But kind of like in Margie's song, you could also take several of these phrases that go together and create a whole chorus or something that repeats out of them. So you could have something like, days go by, nights go by. Days flow on, nights flow on. That could be a whole chorus of your song right there. What do you think, Margie? Can you turn this random list of words into a song with what we wrote out?
Days go by, days go on, days flow by, days flow on, nights go by, nights go on, nights flow by, nights flow on.
And there you have it. It's a song. Bravo. Thank you. So your challenge with this activity is come up with your own 3-word phrase, and I will have some songs on the playlist that you can listen to that make use of a 3-word refrain or 3-word phrases. The more you start listening for them in music, the more you are going to find them. And then you're going to go through and start by replacing the first word. See if you can replace the first word and have the 3-word phrase still make sense. Then come up with a replacement for the second word, then come up with a replacement for the third word. And then to get your 8 combinations, just start with your top first word and go through each version. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then do the same thing with your first word in the second phrase. And if you haven't come up with 8, then just try to go back and figure out which combination you don't have yet. So have fun. Play around with your words. If you want to do more than 3 words and get it even more complicated with more combinations, you can do that too. But it's a fun and easy way to come up with some great phrases to use in your song lyrics. And check out Just a Pinch by Grim Paddle in the meantime. Thank you, Margie.